Well, hello. I was just about to do a video about 10 of my top tips for staging your home when you're getting ready to sell it, but I thought what would be even more valuable than that was to kind of give you the behind the scenes thinking and talking that real estate agents are doing right now regarding staging, because things are changing. So here in Ontario, where I work, I'm a real estate agent, properties were selling really quickly. All like since 2020, basically, we would put the property up for sale. We would get 20 showings in the first 5 days, and the house would sell in multiple offers. Homes like that were easy to stage because generally staging costs are per month. So you could almost guarantee that a house was going to sell in less than 30 days. So everybody was staging. Also, people didn't used to stage kind of on the outskirts of the GTA because house prices kind of weren't at the point where it was worth it to invest that kind of money into staging in order to get it back. So stagers and real estate agents and home sellers have been staging in the GTA for years and years and years. But in these smaller towns where home prices aren't as high, we never used to stage. So I would say staging started maybe about 5 years ago as home prices started to climb. I would say like 2017, a lot of people were staging their properties. And then obviously during the pandemic when prices shot through the roof, everybody was finding value in staging. So now that houses can sit for longer and we're not sure, some houses that we think are going to sell really quickly are sitting on the market longer, and you never really know how long a property is going to take to sell. So it's a big investment and it can be a big risk for sellers to invest in staging if their property doesn't sell quickly, because like I said, costs for renting staging furniture are by the month. So the question is, should a seller invest in staging? And the answer isn't black and white. Now that prices have come down, houses are sitting on the market longer. Whether or not you should be investing a lot of money into extensive staging, including furniture, it becomes more of a gray area. So I thought I would kind of just chat a little bit about what we're seeing out there, if more properties are being sold without staging, and kind of what the guidance is on whether or not you should stage your home. So my personal opinion and kind of what we see, houses that are staged selling for compared to very similar properties that aren't staged. To me, if you're talking about even a $500,000 home, let alone an $800,000 home or $1 million home, in my personal opinion, you have to stage. It only makes sense because your house will sell for more money if you stage. Do you have to use furniture? No. Is it practical to use furniture in most instances? It's not really, because the thing is, you have to live in your home while it's for sale. And if you have a bunch of staging furniture and you have children or you have pets, it's not going to be practical. You could damage the staging furniture, and generally, it's not the most comfortable. It's not the easiest to clean. It can be easily scratched and banged and ripped and torn and stained. So if you need to be living in the home, staging with furniture is probably not going to be the most practical thing. If you want to stage with accessories and artwork, that's a totally different story. That to me is worth it, and a lot of real estate agents will offer that service. For me personally, I have an inventory of staging supplies, and I do like to use those in a home that the people are open to taking their stuff out and packing it up and storing it for the staging process. So I would definitely recommend that. But there is a list of items that I would recommend that everyone do, that you can do yourself. They can be time consuming, so you need to start kind of earlier than, when you're ready to list your home. You want in the months before to take your time. Everybody has to work, to take your time to organize yourself and organize your home, not only for staging and trying to get the most amount of money for your property, but it also helps making your move more painless, because you're organizing your stuff on this end of the move rather than organizing and decluttering and downsizing on the other end of the move. So the work needs to be done anyway. Why not do it on this end and make the move easier on yourself, and hopefully make your house beautiful so that it can sell for the most amount. So I guess I will kind of go through some of the tips, just things to keep in mind if you have it in your mind that you will be selling in the near future. You can get started on this stuff. It's good to just keep your home organized anyway. If you decide not to sell in the future, it will benefit you and make your home more comfortable to live in. So I will kind of go through the list. If you want to have a more detailed conversation about what kind of staging your home can benefit from, I do work with a stager. We work together, and she goes to all of my listings and does a walkthrough and makes a very detailed report, recommendations of what we should do. So if that's something that you're interested in, you can always reach out, and we could take a more personalized look at your home and your comfort level, how much time you have to invest, and whether or not you're going to be living in the property for the time that it is for sale. So a couple of quick things here that should, get you on the right road to prepping, if you think you may sell your home in the future. So the first thing is, obviously, I think I mentioned it, is downsizing and decluttering. So if you're going to be getting rid of things sometime in the near future or after your move, why not get rid of it now? It's going to help you organize. It's going to make moving easier. Get rid of any excess furniture, get rid of, old clothes, anything you can think of, and then also cleaning. So we're going to declutter and clean, and we're going to do a deep clean, including walls, baseboards, windows, every nook and cranny. Deep clean, inside cupboards, inside closets. It's going to need to be done on the move anyway. Why not start and get a head start on that now? The next thing is depersonalizing. Anything in your home that is kind of going to remind buyers of you, we're going to just pack that away. Personal pictures, family pictures, religious items, and toys, any kind of personal items, we're just going to try to reduce, and it's, think of it as early packing. The next is to reduce your furniture as much as you can. We only need as much furniture as is needed to fill the space and kind of show the use of the space. Any oversized pieces of furniture, any really outdated furniture that you won't be taking with you to your new home, you can get rid of that now. And then we're going to arrange the furniture in a way that opens the space up and shows its use the best. The next tip is lighting. You can replace any burnt out bulbs. We're going to use bright white light. Open window coverings, clean windows to allow the most natural light in, and any dark areas in rooms that aren't well lit, we can add lamps throughout. One other thing you want to keep in mind is your flow and your balance throughout your home. You want to try to keep the similar decor, similar color schemes, and just have a nice flow throughout the home. Don't forget about your curb appeal. Again, the front of your home is going to be the first picture that buyers see online, and you want to have a good first impression. So we're going to make sure that all the landscaping and everything outside of the home is maintained and looks great. Sometimes flowers, you can add flowers, potted plants, hanging baskets really help kind of make that curb appeal pop. And decor items. So if most of the decor items in your home are maybe outdated, we can replace those with more modern decor items. You can find them at places like HomeSense, Winners for good prices. And we're looking for, again, that flow and balance throughout the home, similar styling. You can get tons of ideas online or in some decorating magazines. And less is more with decor items. You want to keep maximum 3 items in one area. And you can get creative, but do kind of try to keep it to neutral colors and a nice flowing feel throughout the home. One of the most important rooms for staging is your kitchen, and it can be kind of difficult to cook and operate in a staged kitchen, but it's going to be worth it, especially for your photos. We're going to clear off all the counter spaces in the kitchen and make sure it is kept pristinely clean, and the only items that are going to be on your counter in your kitchen are decor items, maybe a bowl of fruit, and 2 to 3 decor items in any one space. Your bathroom is also a really important place to stage, and you can do that by trying to get a spa-like feel. So think candles, decorative soaps, fluffy bath mats. We're going to go for white hand towels, white towels if you can get those, and a clean, new, neutral shower curtain. And last tip is on your window coverings. Again, if they're outdated, it's going to be worth it, the investment, to replace them. And again, you're going for light, airy, neutral colors, and it's really going to help your photography and for showings just kind of make your home feel more flowy and beautiful. So I hope that you found those tips helpful. And again, feel free to reach out with any questions. It's good, and I feel like it still is, even in this new market, super important to get a professional in, have a look at your space, and give you tips on where to move your furniture, which pieces that need to be kind of packed away, removed. And yeah, it can be a little bit of work upfront, but it's going to pay off. Your house might sell quicker than another house that wasn't staged properly. And yeah, I definitely, in my experience, would highly recommend it. Take your time and let me know if you have any other questions. But otherwise, thank you for watching. Consider subscribing if you'd like kind of more tips from a real estate agent, and have a great day.